Larkspur Curl and the Minnesota Frost took on the Seattle Torrent in St. Paul this afternoon. The Frost back in action after a week-long layover trying to end a two-game skid. Reminder, Curl leads the PWHL in points. Curl setting up her teammate Katie Knoll on the power play. Frost start the game with the lead as Curl notches her 8th assist of the season. Skip ahead to the third period now. Curl notches assist number 2 on the day. This time, Taylor Heisey, she gets her second goal of the season in a pretty resounding Frost win. Frost wins 6-2. 11 games into the season, Minnesota sits in second place in the PWHL, 4 points behind first place Boston. Number 4, UND hockey beat Colorado College last night 5-2. The Fighting Hawks haven't lost in regulation in 9 games, and they now sit 5 points clear of Denver for first place in the NCHC. UND has only 3 conference losses in 12 games.
You know what, we kind of were talking, it reminded us a little bit of the Duluth series at home. You know, we thought we actually played pretty well on Friday against Duluth. It was the same thing here. We actually liked our game in a lot of ways. We had to clean up a couple little things as far as how we were tracking back to the neutral zone, but you know, I thought it was a pretty good 60-minute effort last night. So we just said, hey, let's just tighten up a few things and get a little bit cleaner. And I liked our battle level throughout. We checked well, and then when we kind of had that good short pass support, that we kind of broke them down and created some good chances. We talk about staying aggressive, but just kind of sticking with some of our key things about you know, changing before you're tired, keeping the shift short, and then just kind of reloading and making sure that they're always going through 5 guys.
Bennett Zamolik scored in last night's victory against Colorado College. That was his first goal since January of 2022. UND has won 9 of their last 10 games, heading into next weekend's pivotal series against second-place Denver. UMary women's basketball is having another good season, and once again, head coach Rick Newman's roster is filled with North Dakota talent. Of the 14 players listed on UMary's roster, 7 of them are from North Dakota.
We always want to, you know, grab the local kid when we can, and it stinks when we don't get them and we can't get them all, but between Bismarck, Mandan, and the state of North Dakota, when our roster is littered with those kids, we've been at our best, right? And then you sprinkle in someone every now and then from outstate when you can, or someone has an extreme interest in you, and we've been very fortunate to have those kids too. But when your fans can come and watch a Megan Zander from Mandan play here for 3 years, right? When they can watch Bergen Kinnebrew, Eden Fridley, you know, that adds to our program.
It's just awesome to have like that community still around that I stayed here in Bismarck, so it's really nice to have that.
Century graduate Bergen Kinnebrew leads the Marauders in scoring, and her point guard Eden Fridley also graduated from Century. Fridley leads UMary in assists so far this year, and she's already surpassed her assist total from last year. UMary Swim and Dive celebrates Senior Day with a resounding 154-57 win over the University of Jamestown. 4 different Marauders won 2 individual events. Marauders moved to 4-0 this season in duels. UMary's next event is in Moorhead for the Dragon Invite on Friday. The first NFL playoff game of the day kicked off down south in Jacksonville as the Jaguars hosted the Buffalo Bills. Lots of drama late in this one with 4 lead changes in the fourth quarter, but Josh Allen leads the Bills to their first road playoff win since the AFC Championship in 1993. That was when Jim Kelly's Bills also won in Florida. Buffalo beat Dan Marino's Miami Dolphins in that game to move on to their third